Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Resin and Culture Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This beer is called The Strawberry Situation, and the description on the bottle says carbonic maceration of local strawberries blended with our house mixed culture Berliner in bottle condition. So, from what I understand, based on that description, what they did was they threw a bunch of strawberries in the fermenter and purged it, or not purged it would be taken out, but pushed CO2 into it, and somehow by pushing the CO2 into it, it causes the fruit to kind of like collapse on itself, which collapses into the beer and flavors it, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if that's a common way of macerating a beer or not. But that's just the description that they had on this. So basically, this is a mixed culture Berliner Weiss with strawberries. If you take out all the fancy technical stuff, and it is 5.0 ABV. I've not had this before, so I'm excited to crack this open. This just came out this week. But I have really liked the other ones that they did in the series, so I'm hoping that this is just as good. Whoa, that is really carbonated. But anytime these guys have used strawberries before, which has been a couple of different times, they did comparison as the Thief of Joy and like a lesser version of that. I've really liked them. So this looks like a strawberry smoothie. Very cloudy pink color. I'm guessing that's why it was so carbonated, because there's a lot of fruit in this. Nice fluffy pink hued white head. Oh man, holy crap! That is a lot of strawberry. I will say the one thing with strawberries in wild ales is there's something with, I don't know if it's Brett or lactobacillus or something, but it's not all of them, and it's not in this, which is good. So that I don't know how you prevent it or whatever, but the combination of the wild yeast and I've heard it's from the seeds for whatever reason, and strawberries a lot of times comes off with this like plastic, like diapery aroma and flavor, which I don't know what causes it. Like I said, but it's only in beers. I've had a bunch of strawberry beers that didn't have wild yeast, and it wasn't in those. It's only with wild yeast and strawberries, but it's not in any other fruit too. It's some combination of the wild yeast and strawberries. I don't know why. But I've heard a bunch of people say like, oh, strawberries are one of the hardest fruits to work with because of that or whatever. And this is not. This just tastes like, or not tastes. It just smells like a bunch of fresh picked strawberries and like funky Brett yeast. It smells awesome. So I will say the one detriment to this is how carbonated it is. Like when I drink it, it's almost like I'm drinking air. It's kind of like the only thing I can think of to compare it to is like when you eat cotton candy. You go to take a bite of it, and it's like you're not even actually biting anything because it instantly disintegrates in your mouth and turns into like actual just sugar granules. This is kind of the same way. Like as soon as you drink it, it kind of like turns into nothing in your mouth because of how highly carbonated it is. Um, which is kind of unfortunate. I think if it was less carbonated, there would be more. Well, carbonation generally brings out flavor, but not when it's like intensely carbonated to this level. But I will say it is like there's honestly hardly any beer flavor in this. It is just straight strawberry. I kind of wish that it was a little more acidic too, because it's not like super refreshing, and that could be part of, because of the carbonation as well. But I feel like if this was a little more acidic, it would be more refreshing. I mean, excuse me, the lack of beer flavor and acidity makes this thing almost taste like basically they just took strawberry juice without any, barley, wheat, whatever wort, and just pitched it with mixed culture. Like that's basically what this tastes like. This almost tastes like a mixed culture strawberry wine, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not very beery. But I do really like it. I will say I am nitpicking, but I'm a very big strawberry wild ale. As long as it doesn't have that plasticky diaper flavor that I was describing, which some of them do, this does not have that at all. I really really like them, and again, strawberries don't have that much color. You have to put a good bit in it to have to actually look pink like this. So you can see there's a ton of strawberry in this, and it's very prevalent in the flavor as well. On my scale of buy, drink, dump, I'm gonna give this a buy because it's very very good for the price. This was $6, and you're not gonna find many things like this for $6. Not many things that are wild, fruited wild ales and not kettle sours. The only thing similar to this that you'll find would be, at least here, locally around Charlotte, is the Fauna Flora strawberry goza, which is definitely better than this, in my opinion, because that actually really tastes like their strawberry American Wild Ale, just like a smaller version of it. This has less acidity, less funk, whatever, than that beer has. But I will say I like what they're doing with these, because every single one that I've had has been significantly different. And it's not just because of the fruit that's in it. The level of fruit that's in it and the beer character has also been very different. And neither of the other ones I have are even remotely like this carbonated. They've all been very, very different beers, so I do appreciate that. So that's, not only is that a reason why I would buy this again, but just why I would buy another beer in this series, because they just constantly change. So again, on my scale of buy, drink, dump, this is a buy for me. It's a really cool beer that not a lot of breweries are doing, so you guys should check it out. But I think that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.